Now, the first presentation here, next presentation will be given by Vijaya Shinde. The topic is biometric technology. Yes, Vijaya, please share your slides. Okay.
Good afternoon, guys. I am Vijaya Shinde, and my topic is biometric technology. So let's start about the biometric technology. Bio and metric, there are two different words combined together, and now we have biometric is start. So we will see is biometric. There are types are available. Introduction, what is biometrics, history, types, characteristics, biometric devices and application. First is introduction. Biometrics are automated methods and recognizing a person based on a physiological or behavioral characteristics. Biometric are actually an automated method. Automated means स्वयंचलित यंत्राने चालू करणे or recognizing a person and that is based on same physiological or behavioral characteristics. Now, if you in a search somebody in fix same one, then uneasy and arrogant. Same times, but now these biometrics are change the realization. Biometric technologies measure a particular set of a person with a statistics in order to determine identity. The identity of a person or recognition of person, this identity, why are these biometrics? These biometrics indicated these derive from a Greek words bios and metric. Bios and metric, that is a biometric, that means life and measurement respectively. Bios means life and metric means measurement. So it is directly translating itself to measuring a life is measuring, a living thing is measuring, yourself measuring, a finding through measurement to your identity, validation and verification type of thing. Next, history. The first real biometric system was created in 1870. French anthropologist Alphonse Bertillon and turned biometric a distinguished field of study. The first classification method for finger points was developed in 1892 by Sir Francis Galton. This is not a study. This is everywhere. I am sure those know are listening. Maybe they might be student. They might have primitive installed. This has changed the working culture of the organization. Then types of biometrics. Three types of biometrics. Behavioral biometrics used for verification and physical biometrics it is used for either identification or verification. Then physiological biometrics are example face, fingerprint, hand, iris, and DNA. And then behavioral biometrics are keystroke, signature, and voice. Behaviorally is most of having laptop. Next, Biometrics are two characteristics, physiological and behavioral. Um, Physiological is face, fingerprint, hand, iris, and DNA, and behavioral keystroke, signature, and voice. Next, biometric devices. Uh, First, iris scanner, second, fingerprint scanner, third, face camera, fourth, retinal scanning, and fifth, DNA matching. Then, application of biometrics. Biometric time clocks or biometric time and attendance system which are being increasingly used in various organizations to control employee timekeeping. Whenever employee enters lives if times standing in there, and because it sure that employee is already there and space and specifically for these states and locks while security for the home owners only the person can authorize can enter and other are based from entry. Biometric access control systems providing strong security at entrances, specifically for areas where you have kept you very important stuff and for military, for banks, everywhere. This is important. Then thanks.
Thank you, Vijaya. Click on stop presenting. Vijaya? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Vijaya. Now the next presentation will be given by Aarti Shinde.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Share your slides.
Yes. Can I, ma'am, I am audible? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you are audible.
First of all, good afternoon to all. And welcome. My topic name is Artificial Intelligence (AI). AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. My topic contents are definition, early history, current status of AI, challenges for AI, future of AI, and the final conclusion. So, move towards what is AI? Simply, the study of a computer systems that attempt to model and apply in intelligence of the human mind. Means we can say that we all of know that human intelligence property. Human have a tendency to take a decision and object detection, solving complex problems. That's like a intelligence have a machines, and that is AI. It is simply a branch of computer science which dealing with the simulation of a intelligent behavior in computers, and the capability of machines to imi- imitate intelligent human behavior. Means it is a machine which perform like a human behavior, it having uh, the human intelligence property. So let's move towards early history. In a 1950, English mathematician Alan Turing wrote a landmark paper titled he titled Computing Machinery and Intelligence, that asked the question, can machines think? And next, future work came out of 1956 workshop at Dartmouth, sponsored by John Carthy. In a proposal for that workshop, he coined the phrase "study of artificial intelligence" and the current status of AI. Nowadays, AI have taken many shapes and forms over recent years. First is mobile phones. Siri. and Cortana. Siri is belongs to Apple, and Cortana belongs to Microsoft, which is like Alexa, which have we gives only the message, and it completes our query within a millisecond or microsecond. And next, video games characters, and then voice recognition. In a recognition, it is recording our speech, and then it transcript it into the text, and using a software to it create our problem, and it solves our problem. And then next, robotics. uh, Earlier days, robotics is mainly the most important, and the which works are uh, which works were dangerous, dirty, or boring, that we can do with the help of robotics. And the second is Google has been a major play on AI transcription. Let's move toward a future of AI. Beyond the negotiations, Morius says CMU is a betting several other AI areas are going to be hugely important in a near future, and there are self-driving cars also, improved medical care also. Let's take a medical example. If you want to buy a pizza, then if you want to buy a pizza, then you give them the your customer ID, and then you selected your choice on the pizza. That options are given by them, that veg pizza, what do you want to eat, is either veg pizza or non pizza, and you selected the uh, pizza cheese burst. Then shows us that your cholesterol value. Then how is it shows? It shows our cholesterol value through our medical data, and when, it collects the data from your medical card, or which is stored into the computer, and it shows that, and it collect our data from the medical report. And next, open up doors to future explosion. And finally, conclusion is, we can say that artificial intelligence is the intelligence of a machines, and the branch of computer science that aims to create a it, AI textbooks define the field as the study and design of intelligent agent, where an intelligent agent is a system that perceives its environment and takes actions that maximize the chances of its success. John M.C. Carthy, who coined the term in 1955, defined it as the science and engineering of making intelligence, means intelligent machines. Means we can also say that AI is a term which AI is a simply term which can which try to break barrier which is between human and robotics. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Aarti. Now the next presentation will be given by Sumaya. Yes. Yes, Sumaya, start it.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mulla Sumaya Ilahi. My topic is 3D Internet. My topic in contents what is a 3D Internet, introduction to 3D Internet, working, application, advantages, disadvantages, and conclusion. First of all, we will see what is a 3D Internet. combination of two powerful forces, the internet and 3D graphics. Then result interactive real-time 3D graphics delivered over the web. As you know, how important is the internet today? The topic 3D internet in Web 3.0 is one of the most important technology world is looking forward to. Generally, we do our things manually in the daily life, which can be said to be in the form of 3D. But when it comes to internet, we are actually using it in the form of 2D rather than 3D. Hence, this concept, that is a 3D internet, helps in achieving that. Introduction. Also known as virtual world, 3D internet is a powerful new way for you to reach consumers, business, customers, co-workers, partners and students. Virtual world provided immersive 3D experiences that replicate real life. 3D internet, also known as virtual world, is a powerful new way for you to reach consumers, business, customers, co-workers, partners, and students. It combines the immediately of televisions, the the versatile content of the web, and the relationship building strengths of social networking sites like Facebook. Yet, unlike the passive experiences of televisions, the 3D is inherently interactive and engaging. Virtual world provide immersive 3D experiences that replicate real life. People who make part in virtual world stay online longer with a heightened level of interest. To take advantages of that interest, divorces, business and organization have claimed on early stake in this fast growing market. Then they include technology leaders such as IMD, Microsoft, and CISO companies such as BMW, Toyota Circuit, including Harvard, Stanford, and Penn State. Then we see internet provide 3D map for every internet hub. Then working by using artificial intelligence, using 3D eyewear like Google Glass, implementing 6 tech technology. We use term web space instead of website. Then we see applications. Religions organization can make use of the 3D internet to open virtual meeting place within a specified location. Then education, 3D internet can be used as a platform for education by many institutions such as colleges, universities, libraries, and government entities. There are subjects such as chemistry and English in which instructor and research would favor 3D internet because it is a more personal than traditional distance learning. Then embassies, we could create embassies in the 3D internet where visitors will be able to take face to face with a computer generator ambassadors about VCs, trade and another issues. Then then we see education. In education, web based training using interactive 3D virtual experiment for physical science tech learn practice in a way that feels real. Then contents, e-commerce applications, product visualization, 3D virtual shop, interactive demos, 3D banner. Then advantages, less hardware, high internet speed, more interactive facilities, open communication leading to enhanced information discovery and delivery. Then disadvantages, opens of the possibility for hackers to commit fraud and launch a spam and virus attacks, increase the risk of people falling prey to online scams than that seems genuine, resulting in data or identity theft. Increase in the cinema price of a movie will cause in less people going to the cinema. Then conclusion, 3D internet is a step ahead to future which would serve for not only as metaverse but will change the way we pursue internet of today. Thank you everyone.
Okay. Thank you, Sumaya. Now, after Sumaya, Vaishnavi Sonar is there, and she is going to present the technology dark web.
मैम
Yes.
हाँ, करूँ का स्टार्ट प्रेजेंट?
Yes, yes.
मैम
Yes. Yes. What happened?
मॅम ते स्क्रीन प्रेझेंट होत नाही कस काय माहिती.
Okay, okay. Just wait. Okay, I will present your screen. You just have to describe it. Okay. Just wait for 2 minutes. Okay. Now I am sharing your presentation. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vaishnavi Sonar. Today I am going to talking about dark web. First of all, I would like to explain you that what is a dark web. The dark web poses new and formidable challenge law enforcement agencies around the world. The dark web is nothing but the World Wide Web content that exists on darkness overly. It was developed by the US Navy for the government in the mid 1990s. Uh, there are three levels to internet. First is surface level, second is deep level, and the third one is dark web. First, I will explain surface web. The surface web is a The surface web is information found during a Google search. It is easily accessed by the average user. YouTube, Google, Yahoo, Facebook. It all is part of surface web. The surface web only consists of 10% of the information that is on the internet. Uh, and second is deep web. Deep web is an invisible web or hidden web, are part of the World Wide Web whose contents are not indexed by standard web search engines. Deep web information not accessed by general public. These are private databases. Anything with the private distinction. Um, the surface of deep web is contains 96 to 99%. The last and the main point of my topic is dark web. The dark web is a subset of the deep web that is initially hidden uh, a specific browser Tor to access it. Uh, where information is hidden initially, not accessible on standard browser. If you want to access it, so first of all, you can use Tor. How to access dark web? Uh, First, you have to download Tor. Takes several minutes to establish a connection. Can browse in anonymity. Uses of the dark web. Legal uses. Uh, Supreme Court rule was it is illegal, but for a specific मतलब कुछ स्पेसिफिक जगहों पे ही इसका यूज होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल हाई प्रोफाइल इंडस्ट्री, कम्युनिकेशन फॉर इंडिविजुअल लिविंग इन टॉलरेशन रीजन. ए शांत बस. Sorry. Second is illegal uses. Dark web is very dangerous. There are many people that uses cyber criminal security. High profile in ma'am. Second, illegal uses of dark web. In illegal uses, cyber criminal activity, vitamin and drugs, law enforcement have a hard time to control. It is legal. Yes, it is legal. Supreme Court rule was legal. Anonymous searching is under the First Amendment. The Silk Road Foundation in 2011 by Dread Pride Roberts primarily treated illegal drugs. Drugs trading along generated just 22 million, shut down in 2016. Conclusion. Be aware of cyber security, especially if you use Tor. One wrong click could mean trouble. It was a great way to remain anonymous. Some of the dark web poses a cyber security risk to anyone on the internet through accessing the dark web. To patrol for your personal information is not advisable. Being aware for its potential impact is cybercrime is important in developing a sound cybersecurity protocol. So please be aware of cyber security. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishnavi.